If you've watched my videos for any amount of time, you'll know that I have these big hands with these tiny girlish size wrists. They just, I don't know, it's cartoonish even. These huge hands. Let's see if I could get them. Anyway, and as such, I struggle many times putting on watches with bracelets because with a strap, you have the two pieces, and with a bracelet, you have to get your hand through. And many times you've seen me do this. If my hand is slick, it might be easier. Look at that mark there around my wrist. And some of you might be saying, Briss, you're wearing your watches too tight. You gotta be able to put at least one finger in between the bracelet and your wrist. I like my watches to be snug, but not, this is overly snug, especially when I learned the fact that wrists swell, and especially it's 80s, in the 80s here today. And this thing is cutting off the circulation, so my hand is probably gonna start turning purple in a minute. But anyway, so I thought about it, and I keep going back and forth. This watch, this is the SARC 075, comes with half links. You can see one right there, and let me take it off. The half links, I have an extra half link here, and it's enough to allow for a little extra room on the watch, but then it just becomes too big. And I could kind of see why people moan and groan over the fact that some of these watch bracelets don't come with more levels of micro adjusts. This one having only 2 levels of micro adjust there. And so I sought to find a solution. I said, how can I fix this? Why don't they come out with some sort of extender, like those, I don't know, like a zip tie, or like some sort of ratcheting watch clasp or something? Some way you could just press the button and click, click, almost like some sort of pseudo diver's extension or whatever. Speaking of diver's extensions, right here I have the bracelet to my Patty Smurf. And on this bracelet, it fits really well because you can see there, this bracelet came with 4 levels of micro adjust. I think I have it in the 3rd one there, 3rd from this position. And so when my wrist swells or whatever, I could get a really good fit with this. And so I can see where people are upset about the fact that some bracelets only have 2. For instance, here's the bracelet to my SRPE 53, the Dress KX, and you can see there's only 2 levels. So I'm thinking, hey, Briss, invention time, come up with something. And so, boom, I started doing drawings. Well, before I did the drawing, I looked. I said, you don't want, there's nothing new under the sun. I don't know how many of you saw that video. I'll link it in the description. Go check it out. There's nothing new under the sun. So I said, hey, Briss, why don't you check first? And so I Googled adjustable bracelet clasp and adjustable metal bracelet and connection and buckle, and I couldn't find anything. And so I got to drawing. And so here you can see I designed a clasp with, here's the buttons, there's a little, I guess, hook or tooth, and then there's the teeth where it could ratchet. So you press the button, the hook goes up, and then you can slide it back. And then to allow for the sliding action, it will be hollow inside here. And just crazy. And then I finally, here's the hollow point where the pin would slide back and forth, allowing this part to like slide back and forth when the ratchet is engaged. And then you could click, 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 click. So then I put the drawing aside and I said, hey, I had grandiose visions of being on Shark Tank and this and that and the whole thing and getting funding and whatever. Turns out it already exists. So I forgot the name of it, but somebody said something about looking into a specific company that had that, and I put that company's name in, and boom, they had something exactly like what I drew. So that was a huge fail, but I still needed to solve the problem. And I really like to keep my Seiko bracelets. I only wear the bracelet on one watch. I showed these two bracelets already, and my SRP J13 came with a bracelet, but that bracelet unfortunately is no longer here with me. It went with the SUR 307, but I like to wear at least one watch on a bracelet, and so the fact that the SRP E53 only has 2 levels wasn't a huge deal, because its forever strap is that sailcloth strap, that navy blue sailcloth, and then the patty has the 4 levels, so I'm good with that when I want to switch it out from the Smurfy strap. But as you can see hiding over here, I got to package it. So let's see what I got. Let me just put my watch down over here. And it's gonna be, this is not sponsored or anything. I bought this. This thing was 10 bucks. Let's see what's in the package here. Okay. So some of you may already know what I did. Yeah, I caved. I went and got it, and it's this guy right here. And so let's see. Let's get it out of this little dime baggie. And there you have it. 3 levels of micro adjust. Right? So hopefully that'll solve my struggling to put this thing on problem. Let's see. Okay, yeah. And you can see how it's just pinching my flesh there. It's, especially when it's sticky like this, it gets annoying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this clasp off with the 2 micro adjusts. Let's just compare the two for a second. I'm wondering if this is actually gonna work. I think it's gonna work. I didn't check. I mean, for 10 bucks, it looks like it'll work. When I view this back, I'll see. But this one is actually, you see how much longer it is? That first level, which is maybe the third, the first one from the button seems to be lined up with the first one from the Seiko, but then a couple more. So let's just get it on the wash bracelet. So first, I'm gonna pull out my trusty bag of free watch tools and get this thing off. Let's see if we can do this quick. And yeah, so going back to my video of there's nothing new under the sun, there truly is. And sometimes even if you do a diligent search, you do your due diligence and search for whatever it is that you're looking for, you know, I just wanted a solution to my problem. And I wasn't trying to, you know, the thoughts of getting on Shark Tank or whatever like that was, you know, it's just thoughts. You know how you can't speak as fast as you think. So it was a lot of thoughts in a few seconds, but okay. So we got that one out. So now that we got them out, let's put them side by side here. Let's see. It would be helpful if I actually put them side by side. And I think some of you may even be able to see the moisture in my hand. That Seiko one seems to be a little bit more shiny, but let's see. The button placement seems to be the same. So let's just get it on there. Okay, so I gotta remember the orientation. Okay, this side goes here. I'm gonna just throw it in the, say, middle one. If I can see. And just try to get it in there, pop it in with my fingernails, see if I can get that going in. And boom, went in. Okay, let's try this side now. And do I even still have the pen? I was worried because in the description on the website for this, it said that some bracelets have a fixed bar that might not work with this clasp. And then when I saw that there were holes on both sides of the clasp, there it is, snapped in, satisfying click. Okay, so we got that in. I got it in the middle hole, just for good measure. And let's see, let's get it on the wrist now. See if it's gonna chop up my thumb. Wow, look at that. I don't know if you can see that red mark, but ooh, it went on good. I could sort of get a finger under there. Feels good. I mean, my arm is grossly sticky right now, but that's a good place. Oh, I see. It has a, looks like it has a little sticker here. That would be nice if I could. Oh yes, it's a little plastic sticker. Let's see. Let's get that. Oh, this is gonna be good if it's nicely brushed. It's a nice satin finish. It's not coming off smoothly, but looks like it might be tucked under. Okay, let's open it. Yeah, it's tucked under there. Okay, that's off. All right. That's, I think that's a let's go. Let's see. Yeah, that looks nice, man. Wow. Okay, and it feels good too. So 10 bucks. I think it was like 450 shipped from California to New York City. It took about 2 days, I think, to get here. And that's nice. Okay, so no more sliding down the wrist, but it's not digging in. So there you have it. If you're having a problem with your watch bracelet, I mean, I guess I don't mind the little logo there. I would prefer, you know, it says Seiko, but then I don't want a Faco Seiko. I don't mind that little logo here. I mean, it's really about the watch. So there you have it. Another one from Big Breast TV. Uh, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll catch you on the next one.